everyone, Germany is known for rules, but some people failing to follow the rules and end up paying huge fines to the German government. There are many talented cooks who wants to sell homemade foods in Germany, and there are certain rules needs to be followed in order to sell it. But the amount involved to set up a separate kitchen for selling homemade foods are higher, and people try to bypass the system and sell foods illegally without doing any paper registration and end up paying huge fine. But there is an interesting startup in Germany where it allows people to sell the foods cooked from your home legally, and in this video, let me tell you how one can sell home cooked foods legally, what are the options, cost involved in setting up, who takes the liability, and some more interesting point. If you are new to this channel, myself Priya, we make video all about Germany. If you haven't subscribed this channel, take a moment to subscribe it and follow this channel to get regular updates. I have seen multiple ads in Facebook. People sell foods prepared at home without registering their business in Germany. In spite of creating awareness, and we made a video how to sell foods legally in Germany, but people are not listening to it and people are not believing us, and they're just simply telling that, so what will happen if I just earn 100 euros from that? No one going to take care of it. I hope you would have seen the post circulating in Facebook and WhatsApp stating that a person sold 200 euros worth food for birthday party, and it get and caught red-handed by the Finanzamt, and they have to pay around 20 to 30,000 euro fine. You came to Germany with big dreams. Why you want to get into this kind of such troubles? So plan it accordingly and do it with proper registration. Registering your business is a simple task in Germany. Just you have to spend 30 minutes of time for registering your business and get a license, and 30 minutes for tax number, and 90 minutes at Gesundheitsamt where you have to attend a hygiene class. So these are the very simple steps, and you can invest this amount and get the license for cooking it. But people are not doing these steps. Unfortunately, they are cooking illegally and they are get paid for it. So if you are getting 200 euro amount, and you have to pay around 20 to 30,000 euros to the German government. So please do the procedure, everything legally. So rules are here is very important. Please watch my video attached in the cards where I had mentioned what are the rules to be followed before bringing foods into the market. Parallelly, I got to know about the startup called homemeals.de, which allows hobby chefs to cook at their home and sell their foods legally through this website. I was so curious how this is possible in Germany. So I had a call with Mr. Martin, who is the founder of homemeals.de. We had an interview and detailed discussion with him. Today we have Mr. Martin, a founder of homemeals.de. Hi Martin, welcome to our show. So could you please enlighten us what's your startup all about? Is something related to cooking food from home? Can you please tell me more in detail?
I would say we are basically two steps. On the one side, we are food incubator from private kitchens. So we give people the opportunity to open a restaurant without any kind of financial investments from at home, with fulfilling all legal and hygienic requirements. And on the other side, on the consumer side, we give really people the possibility to get affordable, authentic, homemade meals, and we deliver them throughout Germany.
Germany is known for rules. There are too many regulations to be followed, and in any kind of food business, one needs to follow the strict food regulation before bringing into market. And how did you resolve it?
We have a very good connection with the authorities, no? And we developed also in very close connection with the authorities a hygiene concept, which is fulfilling all the requirements which are necessary. And now we have around 200 to 500 unannounced controls, 200 unannounced controls from the authorities, which was all good or very good. That means I think we made it really possible from private kitchens.
Can anyone living in Germany become a cook and start selling foods via homemeals.de?
Absolutely possible. Right now, we are active in Berlin and we are opening also the markets in Munich slowly and Hamburg and Stuttgart and Frankfurt. But especially when you are in Berlin, you can directly come to us, write us an email or go to our homepage and select the form, put the information there, and our partner manager will go in contact and we will lead you completely through the flow when you are a talented chef from your dream to have your own business to the reality.
How long does it take normally to become a cook in your platform? 1 week, 1 month, or still longer?
It's 2 weeks. So we are since 2020 in the market and we are quite trained also to make this possible. So that means don't worry, we will say exactly what to do at which time. And after 2 weeks, it can be reality.
Setting up a restaurant or else setting up a separate kitchen is going to be costlier. What is the average cost for me when I become a cook at homemeals.de?
No, it's completely for free. That means you have just to do one scholarship at the Gesundheitsamt for 20 euro. You have to invest in a second refrigerator and some kitchen utensils, which cost you maybe again 150 euro. And then you have to make a business registration for 15 euro. So let's say under 200 euro, you are there. Homemeal is doing everything for free for you. That means also the scholarships and trainings and tests which we are doing, which is building the trust by the authorities, are on our costs. So 200 euro is the investment and then you are ready to go.
Coming to the timeline, how long does it take for me to onboard? For example, from registration process, getting a certification, setting up everything, and how long does it take? Could you please tell me the average timeline?
Absolutely. You can see here on the one side, the first step is that you're contacting us. We will have a small call. We will see if you are responsible for cooking also from at home. That's a very important step for us. Then we will have a test eating. That's the next step when we are convinced of this. I have a very international team at Homemeal with a lot of different countries, also a lot of Indian employees. So we know exactly what is really tasting also good. When this is done, we will help you to get the Rote Karte in Berlin is the name, is a scholarship from the Gesundheitsamt. And when this is done, you have to buy a second refrigerator and kitchen utensils. That's quite an easy step. And then at the end, there will be first of all a scholarship from us where we are training you about the food hygiene regulation laws. And there will be a test. There will be in total 2 tests from us that we are also sure that you are understanding exactly what you have to do from the private rooms to make a commercial cooking possible. And after we are convinced that you are really ready to go, then we will write a letter to the authorities, which will help you to make a business registration possible. That's the last step. And when the business registration is confirmed by the authorities, you're ready to go. Then also your operation times are communicated. You're ready for unannounced controls from the food inspectors, what is very important. And in this moment, you can start cooking and selling after 2 weeks after you contacted us first time.
If homemeals.de had made it possible, can I use this license which I received now to cook and sell it on my own without homemeals.de?
In theory, it's not unallowed to do it also alone, but it's a quite risky game because we have fees from up to 50,000 euro when you do some errors. And the authorities are really strict also in Germany about these points. So you can do it, but we have built, because we have since 2020 in the market, a lot of trust also during the authorities. We know the food inspectors, we know the public order office, which is controlling. So it's a much safer way for sure to go over Homemeal when you want to make this a reality. And it's in fact also very common the case that a lot of our chefs was before preparing food, let's say in small WhatsApp groups or selling it on events on a not 100% legal way. And these chefs came to us and said, hey, we need a legal fundament, we want to make it possible, and we made it then together possible also.
Who takes the liability when some food poisoning or something happens to the customer? Either homemeals.de or else the cook.
There we have to see on the one side when it comes to the cooling chain of the package. Now we have a stable cooling chain from the chef's kitchen to the consumer. It is so that we are taking the responsibility as Homemeal. So we have a lot of testing points also during the way where we have to show also when there is a case, which was happening so far not at our company, that the cold chain is super stable. When the cold chain is super stable and it's something bad with the food, then the chef themselves is responsible because he's a business owner. As a business owner by law, you are responsible for the products you are producing, but also the chef has the bills of the ingredients, because it could be also that not the chefs themselves is a problem, but the manufacturer of the ingredients. And in this case, the manufacturer would be the target of a problem.
Just interesting point is logistic. How do the logistic handles from your end? Because I order food from different chefs around Berlin and I live in Ingolstadt. Is it possible for me to get as early as possible? Because DHL, it takes around 3 to 4 days to get deliver the products.
I would say, as a summarize, you're perfectly right. Dabawala is our big role model. So for me, it's the shining hero at the skies. So we was also with the Indian embassy in contact, where we was saying that we bring basically the flair of Mumbai, the flair of Dabawala to Germany. I'm super impressed of this. And for example, in Mumbai, just to call here some numbers, they're selling 200,000 home meals per day, just in Mumbai. So there's a huge demand in the market, and we see also this huge demand by Indian expats which living in Germany, which cannot get their food from at home, which get not the taste from at home. They can cook it by themselves, or they have to order a home meal. So when you see it, for example, let's imagine you want your food at Tuesday, then it's so you can ordering at Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 days at least before the delivery day. Then at midnight at Sunday, we know exactly which kind of chefs have to produce which meals at which quantity. We are communicating everything. Monday morning, they're buying super fresh the ingredients, cooking everything super fresh, cooling it down. And then we have a logistic in Berlin, which is driving all the snow in a stable cold chain through the chef network, taking all the portions and brings them to the home meal quality center. At the home meal quality center, we are testing the temperature, the cold chain again. We are testing the quantity of the food, and we're putting also the meal boxes together. And you see this here. We have a decentralized productions of all the chefs and a centralized logistic. And this gives us a possibility that at every meal box is for the customer different meals from different chefs and different cuisines. So we are still at Monday. At Monday evening, it goes out with DHL Express in a chilled parcel shipping. And the main logistic for DHL Express is over the night from Monday to Tuesday, and DHL Express brings in the food everywhere in Germany at the day of delivery to around noon.
So it looks interesting. I really want to taste Indian meals which is cooked by our hobby chefs. So can you show me how to book and order easily in homemeals.de? Visit the website homemeal.de. Choose the cuisine whichever you like. You can order minimum 3 meal and maximum 6 meal. Enter your personal details and order it. Use Vanakkam code to get €10 discount. I ordered it on Tuesday and I received it on Thursday afternoon. The packing was super cool and they have packed with the ice pack so that the food won't get spoiled. The whole process from ordering food to delivering the food looks to be very smooth, and now it's time to enjoy my food. Thank you, Martin, for your valuable inputs. I hope this helps our community.
Thank you also a lot. And I hope we make a lot of your readers, of your audience, happy with our authentic food.
So, well, people, by seeing this process, it's not a difficult task. Anyone can do it. Just be patient and do this process, and you can also start earning money through homemeals.de. So as of now, homemeals.de is set up only in Berlin. Soon they will expand their criteria and they will implement in all other cities. But if you want to taste the home meals at your home in one click, you can also visit their website and use our Vanakkam code to get some special discounts. So I will see you in yet another interesting video. Please do share this video to your friends and register it, and then start selling foods to avoid huge pain. I will see you in yet another interesting video. Until bye bye from Vanakkam Germany, Priya.